Hi, it's Nikki. So, a little bit of a different format here. So I packed up my desktop, which is what I usually do my editing on, and that's where the good software is. So we're doing this on my iPhone, and hopefully we're gonna do it in one take. I'm wearing the Berta top. I think this is Berta that I made, and I don't have that pattern with me, so I can't remember which one it is, but if you look back, I did a review video on it. So that is what I'm wearing with some random jeans and, you know, whatever. So, yeah, let's talk because we haven't done that in a while, and that's my bad. So here's the recap for what's going on with me. And I wrote it down here because, like I said, I'm trying to do this all in one go so I don't have to do too much editing on a tiny phone screen. Tim was here. He got home the 21st of December, and he was here until January 9th, and then he went ahead and took off to Arizona, and he is there now safely, and he has started work, and he loves it. It's 70 degrees out there. So, yeah, so we packed up the truck with all of our stuff. That's why you see bare wall behind me. What next? For those of you who may be wondering, I think I mentioned this, but I don't know how clear I was about it. So he's out there right now. I have to finish getting the house together to sell it because like we had a sprinkler that was, you don't care about this stuff. Anyways, there's some things that need to be done, and I would like to stay here for a few months. That way we don't have to pay, two house payments with, because when I go out there, I don't have a job, you know what I mean? So my whole deal is to go to school when I'm out there. But that doesn't start till summer. So, and I don't know what I'm going to do until then. So basically right now, while the money's rolling in, I'd like to, I'm staying here as long as I can push it. So, and that probably around March is when I'm looking at getting out there. So yeah, so until then, I'll be in my bare sewing space. I did keep some things behind, and that was my next point, is I did keep some sewing stuff behind to keep myself occupied when I'm not busy doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing, like patching drywall. Never thought I'd be doing that, but here we go. Wish me luck, because I don't know what I'm doing. That's what YouTube's for, right? Anyways, so yeah, so I do have some stuff left behind. Like I kept some fabric, I kept some patterns, both my machines, because I definitely wanted to transport those. If you want me to do like a what I have with me, like my my in between sewing stuff that I thought was so crucial that it had to stay with me, I will show you. If you want, let me know in the comments. And then let's see what else. Oh, my dad's shirt. I finished it. I actually had filmed this video last weekend, but I filmed it on my regular camera, and then when I tried to edit it, and it needed some editing, I couldn't because I didn't have good software. Like it wouldn't. Anyways, so I had to redo it, and I waited till the weekend to do that. Okay, so that is taken care of. Anyways, he loved that shirt. He absolutely loved it. He said the wieners and boobs and vaginas that were all over that thing were going to be perfect for the event. And he said, now I see why rich people get their clothes made for them, because it's perfect. And so I was pretty happy about that. So that's a win, and the changes I made to the shirt have been saved. And that's good. So now I can make him shirts whenever I want to, and it'll get me out of trying to figure out birthday presents for a while, I think. Okay, and then, so right now, just last night, I haven't had a lot of time to sew, but I did have a little time last night, and I cut this one out right here. I don't know if that's going to end up being backwards, but you'll look. It's Vogue 9055. If the numbers are showing up backwards on the screen, I want you to know that I know that, or I don't know that, because I don't know how it's going to end up. But I'm aware that they may show up backwards. And I got to be honest with you, that's just something you're going to have to deal with for a few months, because I am not screwing around with mirror imaging my videos. So I also cut out D0, wait, that's the display number. It's Simplicity 8529. That is the Sew House 7 toaster sweater. And I cut them both out of the same fabric, and that is this red and white knit. Like, it's a real thick knit that I got from Fashion Fabrics Club. Was it Fashion Fabrics Club, or was this one that I can't remember what the name of it was. It was it was in one of my hauls. Look, you're gonna have to do some of your own work here, okay? I can't do it all. I don't have time, okay? Whew. All right, I think I'm recovered. Okay, so I got those two cut out and going, so I'll have something to do here in between drywall and painting and stuff. And then what else did I want to tell you about? Okay. So last time we talked, which, yes, it was forever ago, can't be helped. That's just how it shook out. I told you that my machine wasn't working well, and I had cleaned it all out, and in case maybe there was like a thread piece in there, and it was clunking, right? And I've had it make that noise before, and that's all it was a little bit of thread somewhere where it didn't need to be. And so this time I took it all apart and vacuumed it and cleaned it all out and everything, and I thought that would fix it. But I had to walk away, right? Because, I mean, the moving truck's here. We had to, do hard labor. So basically, when I finally got back to, I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty. One moment. No booze today. My eye feels weird, and I keep poking at it, and I'm sorry. It's not fixed. It's not fixed. I haven't fixed it. I'm just going to... hang on. Hi. Okay. Sorry about that. My battery is running low. So, okay. So let's talk real quick. Where was I? Oh, my machine, right? So I cleaned it all out. I must have rethreaded it like a gajillion times, and it just wasn't happening. It was still clunking and clunking and clunking. And I did one of those like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And at the time I had the bobbin out and sitting right in front of me. And as I was staring off into space, trying to figure out what my next move would be, I got to looking at this bobbin and I saw something on it. So I'm gonna show, it's gonna be hard because it's not gonna wanna focus on something this tiny, but let's see if you can, where's my camera on this thing? Okay, right here. I know it's a little bit out of focus and nothing to be done about that, but right here, you see the little line? And then there's another one right next to it here. Those are little cracks on this plastic bobbin. And I looked at it and I thought, that's not just like the seam line from the mold. I was like, that's an actual crack. And I thought, well, let me touch it. And like I checked it and like I couldn't, like you can't feel anything, right? Like it's not catching or snagging. I ran the thread over it, it doesn't snag. And I thought, well, there's no way that's the problem. It's like, but I'm kind of running out of options here, so let me just go ahead and I'll wind up a new bobbin and try it out. And I did, and it worked just fine. That was it. That was the problem right there. Could not believe it. I was like, I would have never thought to check that. I would not. So you never know. So if your machine is acting up, maybe just like don't panic and maybe just chill out. Grab yourself a beverage and just ponder it for a minute. And then maybe it will just become clear to you. I don't know. That's what happened for me. Okay, so let me go back to my notes here. So, I can't even remember what I told you about. Did I tell you what I was working on now? Did I tell you about my dad's shirt? I can't even remember. Okay, so I'll do my best to edit it out if I told you about this. So, the only thing that will fix this is more LaCroix. Okay, let's talk about resolutions. So I've been having a super great time watching everybody else's resolution videos because I think it's really amazing when people say, this is the thing I'm going to do this year, and then they do it. Or, I even think it's interesting when they don't do it because I like to know about why. Now, for me personally, I don't do it because I already know. I already know what's going to happen here. It's not a mystery to me about how it would go. And it's not that I'm incapable of doing great things or, aspiring to great things. It's that the absolute second I back myself into a corner on something is the second I start trying to claw my way out of it like a crazy person. I just can't, I I don't know. Even when I want to do something, I will suddenly hate it the second I say I have to. Like you saw with my dad's shirt. I really wanted to make him that shirt. Like that was my idea. I wanted to do that for him. And then the second I just put it out there into the world and put it out there in my head, this is the thing you're doing. Oh man. I don't know if y'all noticed. For those of you who've been watching for a while, I've been screwing around with that shirt nonsense for months. So, yeah. I mean, people ask me to, oh, can you make me a birthday cake? And I will bake things because I like to here and there and just bring them into work with me and, let the guys have at it. But the second I agree to it, I always agree to it. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a cool idea. Yeah, you want me to stuff a cake full of M&Ms? Great. How cool. And then the second I'm in the middle of doing it, I'm just like, I hate this. Why did I agree to do this? I don't have time for this. I don't want to do this with my free time. And I get real cranky about it. Unnecessarily cranky about it. Like, really, it's not that big of a deal. That M&M nonsense really didn't take that long. So, but still, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, the second I agree to something, even when it's just with myself, is the second I'm just already ready to just, like, throw a grenade at it and get out of it any way I can. I don't care if I lose an arm over it, So that's why I'm not going to do a resolution, although I do find those videos very enjoyable from all of my sewing friends. So keep it up, guys. Can't wait to see how you do. But I don't know if you noticed, but I also... I rarely ever do any kind of concrete monthly plans videos because the second I tell you what I'm going to do is the second I'm not going to do it. I just can't, I can't even be, not even for a month. I mean, half the stuff I plan and don't tell you about, I don't end up doing. That's why I don't tell you. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's about enough out of me. Yeah. Where was I going with all this? I don't know. I don't know where I was going. I know where I'm going right now, and that's to go patch a giant hole in my ceiling with drywall. And I don't know what I'm doing. So wish me luck. And yeah, and let me know. Was this in that? I don't know if you, did I ask you if you wanted to see what I left behind in the sewing room? Like a kind of aftermath kind of sewing room tour video. And yeah, let me know about that down below. And sorry I couldn't show you my dad's shirt because I did on the last video I recorded, but like I said, I couldn't get that footage edited properly, so here we are redoing everything, but the thing's already in the mail. He's already got it, so can't go back in time. I'll try and see if he can get a picture, or if I can get a picture of him in it. Now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Okay, so hopefully next time I see you, I will have this shirt made, and hopefully I'll have the other one made, and hopefully I will not have any story at all to tell you about this drywall. That's the goal, is to not have any kind of disaster that's fun to tell you about. Okay, all right. Let's shut it down. All right. Bye.